It's your variety station, KG95. It's Rob Powers. Good afternoon. Thanks so much for having us on this Wednesday afternoon. Been talking about it, and we welcome into the studio from the Fat Boy Food Blog, Jesse Sneller. Good afternoon.
Hey, what's going on, Rob?
Hey, man. So we've been, kicking this around, and I'll tell you what, I'm a big advocate for food, health, but food. Make sure you're in health.
I'm on the exact opposite end of the spectrum. I like bacon and anything greasy.
Right. And that's it, and that's what, lent me towards you. We've followed your food blog here for some time now, and man, you got some really cool accolades here recently.
Yep. I've been doing this for now almost exactly 2 years. Once the pandemic hit, there was a lot of people that were just trying to figure out, what was open, and a lot of restaurants were closed down and whatnot. So yeah, that just kind of kicked it off. So yeah, we've been doing this for about exactly 2 years now. But yeah, just over the course of the last couple of years, we had the Siouxland Readers' Choice Awards, and I was nominated for the Siouxland Local Celebrity and #1 social media site. I didn't really think I had much of a chance of winning either one of them, but I'm going up against local icons. You got Cowboy Bob, you got Big Daddy, Larry Wentz, and guess what? Took them down.
Yeah, that's all what it's all about, man. So you're out there kicking it with your food, and like I said, we see you're on Facebook.
Yep, it's all on Facebook.
The Fat Boy Food Blog, just search for it on Facebook.
Yep.
Add them today. The great thing you're going to be able to see is all this. You do reviews.
Yeah. So basically, what it's kind of evolved into is, there's a lot of people in Sioux City that like to go out, go out and eat, but there's a lot of people in Sioux City that also are just kind of sick of the Sioux City food scene. Not necessarily sick of the Sioux City food scene, but they've been eating it the same thing over and over for how many years. So my wife and I, we travel all throughout these little towns, like up in Sheldon, Odo, Anthon, Vermilion, just trying different places. That way, in case you and the wife want to get out of town, just go for a little drive and go check out some little small restaurant. Hey, just look on the blog, and I bet you I've been there.
Yeah, and you not only do the little towns, but you do wander around through Sioux City.
Absolutely.
Too as well, and
Yep.
your blog goes. But on the food blog, you can find the good, the bad, and everything in between. But each week, we wanted to get you on the Wednesday afternoon for this weekend. Right. What would be a great place to take our family to this weekend?
This week I'm going to go ahead and give a shout out to Bob's Drive-In in Lamar's. They just opened up, I think, the week before last, and they close in the wintertime. It used to be because the original or the second owner of Bob's, his boys were all in wrestling, so they shut down during the wrestling season. And of course, the drive-in was a little slow in the wintertime. But no, they just opened up this last weekend, and Lamar's is kind of like a national holiday. It's like, oh my gosh, Bob's Drive-In's open up. I can go down and get my Bob's dog and my shake or my tavern, whatever you want. So yeah, this is a great weekend to go to Bob's Drive-In in Lamar's and go get yourself a Bob's dog.
Now, I'm always going to ask you this every time you bring up a different place. Other than getting just a Bob's dog or a hamburger, is there anything on the menu you would suggest?
They just put it on the menu a couple of years ago. It's called the Step Dog. So basically what it is it's a Bob's dog, but it's a step up from the Bob's dog. Me being the fat boy, I mean, I like just ridiculous food. So the Step Dog is actually, they take the Bob's dog with the chili on it, but they put some jalapenos on it. You can get sauerkraut on it, and then they crimple up some potato chips and put it on top to give it just that little extra texture.
All right, it doesn't take long to get to Lamar's either. It's a little 20-minute drive off the road. Hit Bob's up this weekend, and always make sure you check out you on social media.
Yep.
Fat Boy Food Blog.
Fat Boy Food Blog it is.
Hey, man, every Wednesday. I hope to see you back here next Wednesday. We're chatting again. Hey, thanks so much.
All right, buddy. Thanks for having me.
KG90.